Microsoft Fabric Apps tutorial: how to build a Fabric app with your very own Copilot. Now, building businesses and applications traditionally require a lot of technical knowledge. You need to understand databases, data pipelines, dashboards, back end systems, cloud infrastructure, and often a team of developers. But Microsoft is often going ahead and changing things up with Microsoft Fabric and Copilot. Now, instead of going ahead and manually building every component, you can use AI to help create data solutions, generate reports, build workflows, and accelerate app development inside the Microsoft ecosystem. In this tutorial, you will learn how Microsoft Fabric works, how Copilot fits into the platform, and how you are going to be able to build a simple Fabric-powered application step by step. So let's get started. Now, what is Microsoft Fabric? Microsoft Fabric is Microsoft's all-in-one data platform. It combines multiple services into a single environment, and instead of using separate tools for data engineering, data warehousing, analytics, and business intelligence, you manage everything from one workspace. So think of Microsoft Fabric as a central operating system for organizational data. Now, Copilot, as you can see, is Microsoft's AI assistant integrated throughout Fabric. Rather than manually going ahead and writing code, queries, and configurations, you can describe what you want using natural language. Now, examples are going to include creating a sales report, showing monthly revenue trends, generating a data pipeline that imports customer data daily, building a dashboard comparing product performances. Copilot helps you go ahead and translate business requirements into technical implementations. Now, this significantly lowers the learning curve for all beginners. Now, before building everything, let's go ahead and have our account created. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my email and submit. Now, in the case you need to create an account, Microsoft, of course, is going to go ahead and ask you to sign up as you go on. But in the case you already have a Microsoft account, you can log in pretty simply and straightforwardly. Okay. And the best part about Fabrics is that it is totally free. You don't need to have any certain pricing that you want to, mark up on or any other type of things. It's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple, and it's very user friendly as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're simply going to go ahead and log ourselves into the Fabric Center. The login process is really simple because it is totally and fully integrated and connected into the Microsoft ecosystem. So over here, it says, let's get you started. So what we do is you're obviously going to make sure to either have a Microsoft account or any other consistent account that you can use with this, because Fabrics will not let you go ahead and add an account out of nowhere. You do need a business organization for this. Now, Fabric is going to include things like Data Factory. So basically, for data movement and automation, you have proper Data Factory inbuilt. Then you have data engineering, which is for large scale data processing. Then you have a data warehouse, which is for business and structured business data. Then you have real-time intelligence, which is for live analytics. Then moving on, you have things like Power BI integration. Now, Power BI integration is for dashboards and visual interactions. And finally, you have One Lake, which is a centralized storage layer. Now, your app will often use several of these together. So to begin, obviously, as I told you, sign in to your Microsoft account and open up Fabric for yourself. Okay. So whatever account you have, you can pretty much go ahead and sign in with Fabric. Now, once you're opened up into the Fabric environment, you can simply create a new workspace for yourself as you go on and work along with it pretty simply and pretty easily. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to bring myself to the straight off section where it's going to take us through to the login. And your new workspace is obviously going to go ahead and help you organize your projects, your reports, your data sets, your apps, your teams. So think of the workspace as your project's home base. And of course, before touching Copilot, you are going to want to go ahead and make sure to define all of your goals, because that is one of the most consistent and most important aspects and bits of when it comes to using Fabric. Okay, so you could create an example project for sales performance dashboard application. Then you could have other coexistent requirements like importing sales data, storing different types of data here and there, analyzing your results, generating your visual reports, sharing insights with different users. So this type of project is quite ideal for learning Fabric fundamentals. Every application starts with some type of data. You can import data from Excel files, CSV files, databases, cloud services, APIs, business applications, uploading a sample dataset. For example, you have sales records, customer data, inventory info. So once everything is imported, Fabric, of course, goes ahead and begins preparing for data analysis. Now, the place where things actually become interesting is using Copilot to explore that data. So instead of manually expecting thousands of rows, you can ask Copilot to summarize the key trends in my Fabric data set. Okay. And you could simply go ahead and do that, or say identify the highest performing products. And as you can see, it says you need to, of course, I don't have the workspace open because, as I said, you do need a business account for this, but you could simply collaborate with Copilot and Fabrics to work on your turf as you go on. So that is the main idea of your general Google Fabrics and how you can collaborate with Copilot and work with it efficiently. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.